Hello YouTube, this is jexamwolfexia, and today I'm gonna excuse me. Well, today I'm gonna be reviewing two small models. No, actually just one small model. I'll review the next one in a different video. But this video I'm going to be reviewing possibly my favorite suit in all of Mobile Suit Gundam 00. Well, my favorite MS in all of Mobile Suit Gundam 00, because it's technically not a Gundam. Um, Actually, this one is probably not my favorite, but I really like this suit, and it's definitely my favorite, like, ground trooper MS, like, for little people to run around in all of the series. And by little people, I mean the people that you know are probably going to die in this battle. Basically, if you've played Call of Duty, any of the privates or anybody who's a private or below always dies. So, oh, and another thing, I learned again today, gunpla can be dangerous. If you look at my knuckle, I can't bend it in the right direction. I cut it open on a Gundam model today. I also cut open the back of my hand on another Gundam model, and that appears to be bleeding. Dang it. Okay, well, let's see, temporary solution, temporary solution, temporary solution. Ah, Kleenex, haha! Ah, crud, it's got a cookie on it. Oh well. There. Now I have a Kleenex with a cookie on it on my hand. How am I gonna hold this here? Okay, but anyway, onto the MS. This one again, I said will shock some of you. It is the AEU Enact. This one is the custom Morelia Eliel Sanchez design. And I know in this mode it really does look like a bunch of scrap. But it's kind of cool looking. It's a cool looking bunch of scrap. And the missile pod on the front, when you get the kit, has a handle on the bottom. Mine, the handle snapped off randomly, basically. And I'm sorry if the audio is off on this video. And that's because my computer is screwed up today and it's not working right. So, yeah, you can probably still see everything and hear everything you need to hear. It just may not be in the exact correct sequence. I mean, it may be a little off from what I'm saying. So anyway, here's the Enact in its flight mode, or whatever the heck you call it. And it does transform because it's a transforming MS, not as high tech as the Curios or the Arios. Well, definitely not the Arios because these things are out of production. But it's very cool. It's a very cool kit. Actually, I like it better than the Overflag in a way. Here we go. Transformation. Pop the rifle off. You know we're short. Sorry, Gundam 00 TAS reference. And by TAS, I mean the abridged series. If you want to check that out, just search 00 TAS, and I do believe on my other channel I've favorited one of the episodes. Or maybe that's Gurren Lagann TAS. But check them both out, they're pretty cool. I mean, they're funny. They really do sort of make fun of the show by using all of the like different things that actually happen and adding funnier captions, like adding funnier things to say. Like, wow, how about them celestial being? Like when Hallelujah is getting coffee or something on one of the Federation ships or something. I don't remember exactly. I haven't seen that episode in quite a while. And then the person says, wow, they're talking about celestial being. Wow, how about them celestial being? If you were a member, I would have poisoned your coffee. Oh yeah, that's great. And so Hallelujah is obviously scared by that because he is a member of celestial being. Lucky gas lady. Well, anyway, I've gotten the Enact transformed. Here he is. Actually, it says to do it like this and have these things still facing up, like this. But I think it looks better using them sort of like a cloak type thing on the back. I really like this look a lot better on the back. Makes it look sort of like a scarab beetle in a way, or a beetle mech. Then it's got its rifle with the grenades with the rockets attached. This could be held in a separate hand, however, if I remember correctly, most of them use it like this. They fire off the grenades, then this thing drops. Like a pod missile, like a hand missile unit. But, yeah. So anyway, the rifle can be held by this little peg down here. And the peg does not come out when it transforms into its sword mode. It has to stay in that position. However, you can maneuver it out of the way of the hand. It does wiggle a little bit, so you can get it into pretty much any pose you want with the rifle. But it has sword mode, which what you do is you take the rifle, you turn it on its side, pop this gray centerpiece out, then there we have sword mode, and it's got a little blade on the end. And so how you attach this to the next hands is I'm actually going to pop one of this guy's hands off just to show it to you, because I really do like, well, no, I'm not. But here's his hand. Where is the camera? There we go. It's a really, really big hand. And I like that. This guy has possibly one of the meatiest hands of all of the Gundam 00 models. And another thing about this model, the thing that you'll have the most problems with trying to transform this guy and getting him into a pose are the shoulder shields, or the shoulder plates. They will fall off. There is no way around that. They will fall off. But yeah, so aside from that, it's a great kit. It's well worth the money. I paid $6 for this kit on Gundam Store and More, which actually I've shopped at quite a few Gundam stores on the internet. They all have their pros and cons. Gundam Store and More has really, really fast shipping, and some of their kits you can almost steal some of their kits because they're so cheap. But their kits, without being discounted, are slightly more expensive than, say, Hobby Wave, or, oh god, what is the other one that I ordered from? iShop to Go, yeah. But the problem with iShop to Go is their kits are really, really cheap, but their shipping is extremely expensive because of the distance. If you're in America or Canada, it's extremely expensive, because I think they ship from Hong Kong or something. But anyway, here's the sword mode. And the other store I ordered from is Hobby Wave, which I haven't gotten yet, but the thing about Hobby Wave is they've got really good, their prices are medium, but if you're going to order, they're not as cheap as the iShop to Go. And here he is with his Sonic Dagger, or Beam Saber, or Sonic Saber, whatever you want to call it. I think it's called Sonic Dagger in the show. It does have the same handle as his Sonic Dagger, if you look. Barely see it, but it is the same Sonic Dagger that Colasauer uses in the first episode. And if you look on his arm, he does have his shield bar. I didn't put a lot of the decals on this guy just because I liked him more. This pure blue with the little white accents, like the shield bar and stuff. And the black and gray, like, on the shoulder fins. There. And I thought it looked cooler without the decals. I also like the physical sword, instead of like painting the beam to make it look like a beam saber. I've always been more of a fan of physical swords than the beam sabers. But anyway, back to Hobby Wave. Hobby Wave has more expensive prices than iShop to Go. However, they have the added bonus of the shipping rate is always $10. So if you're gonna be ordering a giant shipment like I did with my BB Senshi models, I got like 20 of them. Some of which costed like $50, so I'm guessing the box is gonna be pretty big. One of them was a set that really intrigued me, so I just got it. You know, I'm not honestly sure of any of the characters, so I just kind of bought the kit. Yeah, but it's a cool. It seems like a cool kit, and so yeah. I would really, by the way, if you're looking for a model kit, this guy and the Curios, I got them because they're two of my favorite mechs in the show and stuff. But I was sort of put off from getting these guys as immediately because of the fact that they're a transforming MS. Oh yeah, and one other feature that this guy comes with, he comes with an alternate hand, which he has an open claw-ish hand, which I really like this hand. It's like he could end up scratching through a mobile suit. Here. Oh god. Shows your claw hand. No. There we go. He's got really, really pointy fingers, if you can see it. There. I'm actually relating to him to, God, what's the person's name? I think it's Rivka or something. Rivka, something like that. But it's a chick who has claws on her hands that goes around killing people or something like that. I don't know, I've seen pictures. But anyway, yeah, Hobby Wave is terrific if you're ordering multiple models. iShop2Go is good if you're ordering like one model, don't care about fast shipping, and want low prices. Gundam Store and More is good for quite a few like specific models, and they also have the fastest shipping of all of them because they're the closest to the US. They're actually the only one that I've found that has good shipping and is in the US. And the way I'm leaning makes me look fat. Okay, wait. Anyway, I lean makes me look fat. Sorry. But anyway, I just had to throw in a joke about my own weight. Yeah. So, any of you on here who are subscribed to me because of my Star Wars channel, I would recommend just going out buying a Gundam model. I don't... Honestly, it doesn't matter if you're into Gundam or not. Just building the model, it's really fun. It's like Legos, you know, Legos, every kit is the same with Legos. It seems like, nah, stack. All the pieces are relatively the same. The locking is similar on each piece. And it gets... I'm not dissing Lego, because I'm a huge supporter of Lego. I love Legos. I have a crap ton of kits. But, yeah, it gets boring after a while. It's not original. Whereas Gundam models, every model literally is different. There are no two models. Well, except for variants like the Enact. This Enact is the Aliel Sanchez Moralia custom type. There's also the Aliel Sanchez Agrisa type, which is exactly the same. Then there is the Enact demonstration color, which is mostly the same. I do believe it has one other weapon, though, that may come on like a separate sprue or something, which is the shorter Patricolosaur style beam sonic knife. Yeah. This is just a rumor that I heard. I don't know if it's actually true or not. I'm going to try to check on that now. Fudge bar. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm going to give up on that. But, yeah. Those kits would obviously be the same, because they're the same model, it's just built differently. But even kits as similar as Exia and Exia Repair 2 are completely different. Here are Exia's legs from the Exia R2. The tops, they've got white molded in pieces for the legs. The Exia R2, however, and this is why I'm going to get an R2 and an Exia when I build my Exia, because the R2 has joints that allow the legs to turn. and the only thing missing is the rubber pieces. So if I lived in Japan, I would just order some rubber pieces. But I don't live in Japan.